ClaretsTV speaking to Chelsea manager Robbie Simpson after the loss at Barnet here. Our cup run's come to an end, but what was your thoughts on that performance?
I think it's a tough scoreline on us. I do. It's a tough game, really tough game. You know, Barnet, what Dean's been able to build the last few years here. He's got a really strong team that's got a bit of everything. You know, you feel like you can come up with a tactical game plan to stop them in one sense, and they can flip it and do something else. They really have got a bit of everything in their team, and they look really strong. Obviously, in their league, they're flying, particularly at home. So we knew what we had in store for us today. I thought the first 20 minutes of the first half we fully competed and probably had the better chances. We had a great chance with Jordan's header early on, and we were brave. We were on the front foot, and the way I asked them to play today, I challenged the players to not just sit in and then play on the counter-attack. I feel like we're better than that, and we're definitely aspiring to be a team that could compete in the National League and go toe-to-toe with the best in the National League. So let's test ourselves today. Let's not act like an underdog. Let's act like we belong at the National League and see where we go. So I wanted us to be really brave on the front foot, and moments in games would test that. And certainly the first goal was a really poor decision-making mistake by us, and then that did affect our whole general play. We then, at certain moments, went into our shell a bit rather than being on the front foot and stopping their attacks early, high up the pitch. We allowed them to get in our half and get in our final third a bit too easily by us maybe being a bit tentative after that first goal went in, and I thought they probably deserved their second goal at half-time. But we regrouped, and I thought the first spell of the second half we were really good as well, and had another moment where the game could have changed with Osman going through one-on-one, but that didn't happen. And then the sending off changes the game completely. I actually thought we were okay with 10 men, but then again we make a really bad decision from our corner to allow them to score the third, and then in all honesty the game was done. We could have had the final whistle then, but I'm really proud of my players that they knew they still had a long period to go, and they gave everything, and they didn't just sit in and take a 3-0. They wanted to express themselves on the pitch and try and fight and leave ourselves exposed and back our fitness and our recovery speed to recover, and back Ted in goal to make saves when he needed to. I thought we went right to the very, very end with the same intensity that we did at the start of the game. So I'm really, really proud of our players in that aspect.
I was thinking the first half we looked in it until they scored, and it looked a sort of a weight off of Barnet's shoulders really, them going in front, and then if we'd have got through to half-time 1-0, you could have kind of talked to the players, but conceding the 42nd minute, I think it was, really hurt us. Yeah,
it did. Like I say, I feel like it's good. It was good from us because for the first 20 minutes, you know, they knew they were in a game, and they knew that it was going to be a tough afternoon, and we let. I didn't think it was a foul, first and foremost, that ended up leading to their goal, but we've made a really poor decision in our back line, which we spoke about before the game, and that'll happen. But then I didn't like the decision, and then I didn't like our reaction to our teammate making a mistake, and that allowed them to score an easy goal, really. And that did affect us. That affected our general play, and it does, especially when you're a lower team coming to a higher opposition with a really brave game plan. Things like that do knock you, but the players have to learn from that and make sure it doesn't knock them as much as it did. But whenever you come in the FA Cups, everyone will tell you have to take your moments when they come, and our moments were at the start of each half, and unfortunately we didn't take them. They took theirs, and it looks a comfortable afternoon for them on paper, but I can assure you it definitely wasn't that in the first periods of both halves.
And then in the second half, the red card for Arthur Penny sort of stopped it going in our favour. And what was your thoughts on that? It was right in front of us. here and looked. I thought was expecting the yellow, but out come the red.
Yeah, it was a definite yellow. Arthur's. He stopped a promising attack and deliberately tripped their player up when he was going to run past him. Yellow card, on we go. I don't know what the ref or the officials have seen. Very similar to the Fernandez one for United, I guess, like almost a replica really. Fernandez knew he was beaten, going to have to run back towards his own goal, and his team were in danger, so he's committed a foul. Should be a yellow card, and on we go. Well, obviously, we've got now, we don't have as many cameras as they do in the Premier League, but we've got to now prove that it wasn't anything more than that on the videos. Hopefully we can, and the videos show what we saw, and we can have the same outcome as Man United's appeal.
And I suppose a big plus today was Cameron James coming back, taking the captain's armband as well when he came on, first appearance since Taunton away last season, so good news going forward. Yeah,
brilliant. He played in the 21s on Tuesday, and watching him playing that, he was exceptional. I know it was against an under-21 side, but a good one. And you can just tell looking on the pitch that one, he was a first team player. He stood out a mile by the way he played, the way he led the back line on Tuesday, but also his for me his fitness element of it, and he looked like he was ready to come back into it. So I was definitely going to put him on today at some point, no matter how the game went, I think.
And then we go back into the league next Saturday, and it doesn't get any easier really. We've got top of the league next week, Farnborough, and then Hemel, who were top, are now second on the Monday.
Right, yeah, two tough games. Even more important, why we hope that Arthur's decision gets overturned. But yeah, we're looking forward to those two games. Going to be tough. We know what Farnborough are about. Always a tough game against them. We're going to now hopefully dust this off, learn from it, and take some positives from it, and make sure we learn from how we can get better. But then dust this away, concentrate back on the league. We're in great form in the league, particularly at home, and we want that to continue.
And once again, we had great support today, over 500 behind the goal there, and I've got a message to them after today. Yeah,
they were brilliant. Sorry we couldn't give them a moment like last time we were here, but right from the off, singing before kick-off, it felt like a proper atmosphere here. They were certainly the loudest set of fans here, maybe even outnumbered the home fans, which says everything really. I think I mentioned last time we were here that the following we brought just showed what a club potential this club has, and they were the same again today. There's massive potential for this club with backing like that, and I hope despite the result they enjoyed their afternoon.
Okay, unlucky today, Simo, and we'll concentrate on the league next Saturday.
Thank you.